Good morning, everyone. Today we will revise chapter number 9, Living Organisms and Their Surroundings. Are you ready? So, first of all, we will try to find out the reasons of some facts. Are you ready? Okay, so there is a first problem for you. Animals have thick fur on their body. Can you name an animal which have thick fur on their body? Yes, that is your polar bear is there. And can you name one more? Can you name? Yes, leopard is there. So these animals they have thick fur on their body. So why do they have thick fur on their body? Yes, you are right. Because these animals are living in the cold region. So to protect their body from extreme cold, they have thick fur on their body. You got it? Now the next one. Next one is their long legs of camel. Had you seen the camel? Yes, a camel has very long legs. Why the camel has very long leg? Yes, the camel live in desert. The habitat of a camel is desert, and in desert during the daytime it's very hot. It's very hot. The sand, it is present, it becomes very hot. So to protect the body of the camel from the heat of the sand, to protect the body of the camel from the heat of the sand, camel have long legs. Okay, now the next one for you. Eyes on the sides of face of an animal. So first of all, tell me the name of an animal which has eyes on the sides of face. Yes, you are right. That is deer. Okay, it is a prey. It is a prey which have to protect themselves from the predators. Okay, so the eyes on the sides of the face help them to see in all directions. Yes. Help them. The eyes on the sides of face help a deer to see in all the directions so they can easily protect themselves from the predators. Can you name the predators? Yes, lion is there. And do you know where is the eyes is situated in the face of a lion? Yes, it is in front of their face. Now, why it is so? Deer has the eyes on the sides of the face and the lion has eyes in the front of the face. Yes, because predator have to catch the prey in a single attempt. Otherwise, the prey will run away. So, the lion or predators, they have the eyes in the front of their face so that they can easily catch their prey in a single attempt. Very good. Now, the next one is there is a hollow stem. Can you tell me this hollow stem is a character of which you can say living being? Yes, that is your aquatic plants. Aquatic plants have hollow stem. Small leaves or spines. Small leaves or spines are the these are the characters of desert plant. Yes, in desert plants where there is a shortage of water, lack of water, because there is less rainfall or no rainfall. So the leaves of the plant, either the plants have small leaves or the leaves reduce into the form of spines as in cactus plants. These are to prevent the loss of water due to the process of transpiration. Yes. So the desert plants like the cactus, they either have the small leaves or they have the leaves modified into the forms of the spine to reduce the loss of water through the process of transpiration. Got it? To reduce the loss of water. Now the next property is the needle-like leaves. So needle-like leaves is a character of the leaves of the trees that found in mountain regions. Yes, the trees that are found in mountain regions, their leaves are the needle-like leaves because these needle-like leaves help the plants to easily fight off the snow and water, because there is most of the time there is a rainy season, rainfall is there, snowfall is there. So these needle-like leaves, the shape of the leaves help to slide off the water and snow easily. In the same way, cone-shaped trees. cone-shaped trees. Again, this is a character of the trees found on the mountains. And these cone-shaped trees, this cone shape of the trees help to easily slide off the water and snow. So the water and snow will not store on the leaf, on the plants, so that it cannot be harmful. So the needle-like leaves and the cone-shaped trees are the characters of the trees found in the mountainy area, so that the snow and water easily slide off from the tree. Now the next one is the thick waxy stem with long roots. Can you tell me the name of the organism or the name of the living being that has the thick waxy stem with long roots? Yes, you are right. That is your cactus. That is your cactus. Cactus has thick waxy stem and the roots are very long. As you know, in the cactus, the leaves are reduced, leaves are modified into the form of spines, okay, to reduce the loss of water through transpiration. The same way is there. So the process of photosynthesis is done by the thick stem, and this stem has a waxy layer again to protect the loss of water. So thick waxy stem, it is a character of the cactus plants with long roots. The roots are very long, go deep into the soil in search of water. Yes, in search of water. The roots are long and they go very deep into the soil. Now the next one is the streamlined shape. Streamlined shape is a character of aerial animals as well as aquatic animals. Aerial animals as well as aquatic animals, because this streamlined shape help to cut off easily the flow of air and water, or so they can easily fly or they can easily swim in water. And the animals or the plants which have the which live in water or they will fly into the air, they have the light weight. They have the light weight, so their lightweight body and the streamlined shape of their body help them to live in water as well as to fly in air.